Hi crypto kings and queens, we are looking today into Bitcoin and obviously we are having some trouble breaking 62,000. No problem, market has to do that. So we're just going down to the lower time frames one more time to see where we can potentially find our new opportunities to buy the market. Remember, you get paid to be patient. Don't just jump into a trade right now as a sell, first of all, because the market having huge momentum. So we just have to wait for the market to pull back and then we're jumping into the entries. If we're looking at Ethereum on the 4-hour chart, we can see that we do have an inverted head and shoulders right here. We're using Fibonacci from low to the high. We can also see that we are combining that level together with the neckline. Remember, I am no financial advisor, so you need to look up everything yourself first. Please continue watching this video and I'm going to show you what I see on Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. This time we're starting off with Ethereum on the weekly and we can see that we are right now at 39.40, around that area. We can just take it up a little bit more to see that's actually where the previous high was, around 39.68, and we are heading to that area right now. If we're going down to the daily, we can actually see that we do have a inverted head and shoulder right here. If you are seeing the market starting to pull back, we can actually use this neckline around 3,600, and that could be the target for the market to come down to. We can also take a Fibonacci right now from the lowest point on the 4-hour chart from 3430 to the highest point right here, and that is 3875. And you can see that we're having Fibonacci levels around 3,600 also. So if we're starting to see a little bit of a huge movement to the downside, this could be the first target where we can come back down to, and then we have the pullback, and after that we are seeing the continuation to the upside. If the market decides to come back down more, well, we do have the support around 3,400 that we can come back to, but that's something that we're going to focus on if we're breaking that first level or if we're even coming back down there. So this is just potential zones that we can use if the market now decides to do that. If we're looking at the 4-hour chart, and we can also go down to the daily, we do have more levels. And yesterday, if we took Fibonacci from the highest point to the lowest point, you could see that the market actually came back down to Fibonacci level 1561, around 3,800, and you saw that the market had trouble breaking that area, and then you saw the continuation to the upside. We have made another higher high. So what we can do, because we do have bearish candlestick to the downside, we can actually put a Fibonacci right now. So we're taking it from 3836 to the highest point, 3936. There is nothing strange with the market actually pullbacking right now, because going back in time right now, we can see that we are at the resistance, the previous resistance that we did have a couple of weeks ago. So the market can just come back down here. And if you're starting to see that the market has troubles breaking the 1561% area around 3,800, that is also a buy opportunity that I can have around the Fibonacci levels right here. But that is only if we are seeing the market respected like this. If you're seeing the market coming down with huge momentum looking like this, there's no way I am trading off of that. And now we are going to Bitcoin. We are on the monthly chart, and we can see that I do have this wick right here, this horizontal line at the wick. Going down to the weekly, we can see that the market is actually retesting that area right now. So before we heading to 65,000, we have to break 61,000 or 62,000, and you can see that the market right now starts to pull back a little bit. How far, we don't know. We're using Fibonacci. I'm gonna do it again so you can see. We're using Fibonacci from 59,290 to the highest point 61778, because we do have bearish candlestick, we do have dojis. If the market now decides to pull back, this is the area around 60,000 that we can see. You can also use this previous resistance going back in time. We can see that this was an area where the market actually did pull back one time. If we're going back to the lower time frames, you can see what's happening on the 4-hour chart. Going down to the 1-hour chart, you can see that we didn't have the breakout, we did have the retest continuation. Right now, market is moving sideways, so we are in a box right now. So what the market could do is coming back down to Fibonacci levels, then you're seeing market having problems breaking that level. I find my buy opportunity at the second leg. If I see the market breaking level, the Fibonacci level 1561, I'm using the previous zone, this previous level around 58,000, 59,000 to see if the market now starts to react in the same way, having trouble breaking it. If we do have a little more of a momentum to the downside, you could definitely see the market coming back down, comes back up and break this resistance one more time, and you're having your second retest. This could just be the fake out. Doesn't have to happen, but sometimes it does. Market breaks a level, seems like we're going so much further down, fake you out, comes back up to the resistance, breaking the resistance one more time, comes back down, and that's when you have the confirmation that we are actually having the momentum to the upside one more time. We do have a sideways market, so we have to either break it to the upside or to the downside, but obviously we want to buy the market as low as possible. Using these levels is something that's very good. If the market now decides to not break down so much more, we can use this support on the 15-minute chart and see how it works against that. You have your support right here. Market can come back down to the support, and then you start to see how it reacts to it, because you can see that we did have the support one time, 2 times, broke. This was the fake out that I was talking about on the higher time frames. This is so perfect. You can see that the market it looks like we're breaking the level, comes back up again into, breaks the resistance zone, come back down, creates the second leg confirmation. The support will hold, continuation to the upside. On the lower time frames, if you missed the first entry, you're taking your Fibonacci from the low to the high. Market comes back down to Fibonacci, respect it, continues up. If you missed that one, you can have taken Fibonacci level from low to the high. Market comes back down, retest it, continuation. I'm just going to show you how it looks if we're in a downtrend. This is just an example because we didn't know the market was supposed to do lower highs right here. But you can just this is just for you to see. From the high to the low, market came up to the Fibonacci level, broke to the downside. So this just might happen one more time. Taking Fibonacci from high to the low, market just might now, because if we're going down to the support, the market will create its lower high, come back down. On Bitcoin, we have to wait for the market to actually break this little box we're in. I would definitely try to use the higher time frames Fibonacci, but we always follow price. Market doesn't have to come back down there. So these are just targets we have if we are seeing movement to the downside, and because right now we have to find our next buy opportunity if you don't start to see that the market really needs to do its pullback, but it doesn't look like that right now. But we have to have in mind that we are at the 62,000 right now. Market has some trouble breaking it, and that always happens. It always happens, but it has to do a little pullback or do a huge pullback, continuation to the upside. Don't try to stress anything. We are seeing market having huge momentum right now. What we're waiting for is the pullback. Wait for it. I promise you it's more worth waiting than just jumping into the trades hoping. If you're not familiar with our website, please go into bitcoinsensus.com. You have latest updates on cryptocurrencies right here. You can even go in looking at guides, how to buy Bitcoin, how to trade Bitcoin. You have so much valuable information on this website, so please visit this one. This is what I see right now on Bitcoin and Ethereum. We are having huge movements. We want the market to come back down. We have the levels that we're looking for. Just have the patience, wait for it. I hope you'll have a great weekend. Please trade with risk management. We see each other in tomorrow's live. Hope you have a great day. Bye bye.